It's a rich new lifestyle. I'm in my own zone. Rich ghetto kids. T-rell. They tried to tell me stop smelling myself. Well, I don't need another motherfucker's help. Just let me do my thing and I'ma get it right. Once I get this out my brain, I'ma get it right. I tried to tell them it was rich new life, cause I've been going hard, 45 to life. Rich ghetto kid, pedal to the metal kid. Road to riches and you can see the evidence. That's why they trying to control me. I told them say goodbye to the old me. Put your tools to the sky if you know me. I'm too real for these artificial OGs. They say I'm too smart to be so dumb. Truthfully, I'm too soft to be so numb. But now they corrupted me. They found out control ain't what it's cranked up to be. Unless you know what to do with it. I got them standing there confused with it. I got they face all screwed cause I threw a curveball and now they don't know what to do with it. We just wanna live free. I'm tearing down the walls, don't nobody run me. I'm feeling like Tuck ain't a stain on me. So why they wanna go and put them chains on me? I'm holding all the gold inside, and that's something that they can't take away. They can't take away. Oh, they know I got that gold inside, and that's something that they can't take away. They can't take away. No, not in this lifetime. Not this or the next lifetime. No, not in this lifetime. They swear I'm not in my right mind. That's why I had to apologize, cause I know I'm overqualified to be swimming with these Nemo-ass small fries. My rhymes is like something out of Saw 5. I learned don't believe everything you see, cause it's a million things it can really be. We living out our dreams in reality. That's why I wonder if we ever really sleep. And they say I lack respect. I tell them cut the check, cause when that check don't come, niggas start playing dumb. Ain't no hoping for the best. That's when you make moves, nigga Mike Vick. Ain't no telling which lane that I might pick. Working like a slave on the night shift. Where's the underground train? I'm on my shit. It's a shame how they front with it. I'm trying to change the game, they just want in it. She trying to change her name cause she fuck with it. I watched them all fade, but I stuck with it. I'm holding all the gold inside, and that's something that they can't take away. They can't take away. Oh, they know I got that gold inside, and that's something that they can't take away. They can't take away. No, not in this lifetime. Not this or the next lifetime. No, not in this lifetime. They swear I'm not in my right mind. Right mind, right mind, right mind, right mind, right mind. It's a rich new lifestyle. I'm in my own zone. Rich ghetto kids. T-rell. They tried to tell me stop smelling myself. Well, I don't need another motherfucker's help. Just let me do my thing and I'ma get it right. Once I get this out my brain, I'ma get it right. I tried to tell them it was rich new life, cause I've been going hard, 45 to life.
Mic. See if this thing is on, man. Let's see if this thing is on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back up in here for another installment of the No News, Just Facts podcast. If this is your first time tuning in to the show, go ahead and hit the like button for me, drop a comment, please subscribe to the show. There's a lot of content coming in the coming days, and that's all I really got, man. It's a lot of things to get into. As you can see here, I have a lot of stuff to cover on this show. Uh, First thing we're going to be talking about is the showrunner, of course. Now, if you don't know or if you don't remember, Lil Nas X has caught a little bit of controversy for um, for the the religious mocking the mocking of the religious uh, mocking of religion, which is Christianity. From him having the promo picture that has him on a crucifix like Jesus, to him going as far as eating communion like regular food and eating it really fast. Um, and then the music video to his single that he was basically promoting, him basically being dressed like Jesus in that video and everything like that. And it was met with a lot of criticism from the Christian community, of course. Um, you know, everybody from Boosie to John Gabbana to a lot of people just saying how much they didn't like the fact that Lil Nas X had put himself in the likeness of Jesus, dressing up like Jesus. Eat it like me personally, like I had said before, I always thought that the line had already been crossed before he did the communion thing, but the communion thing is like where it really starts to just get classless, distasteful, classless, and just beyond disrespectful. Like that's something that's like the communion. Like communion is a sacred thing in the religion of Christianity, and for somebody to even you know play with that, that's just like that's just like why? What's the point of that? Like, what does it do? Well, like, what does it do for you? Like, what do you get? Like, what type of satisfaction do you get out of doing that? You know? Um, I know at some point, like maybe the record company got in his ear, or maybe a family member got in his ear and said, "Hey, man, like, you like that. That's really not something you should have even. You shouldn't even went there. You shouldn't even got on that bus. You know." Um, but through all of that, he's come back and he decided to apologize for all the things that have happened amidst this new single of music he has released with video. So let's get into it. Let's see what he's talking about. Oh, excuse me, my bad, y'all. Let me go ahead and reload this.
Hello, everybody. I wanted to not necessarily apologize, but I wanted to explain like where my head at and where it's been for like the last week. So first of all, when I did the artwork, I knew like there would be some upset people or whatnot, simply because religion is a very sensitive topic for a lot of people.
Okay, now right there, if you know it's a sensitive topic for people, why even do it? Why even do it? What's the point of even doing it? I mean, you could have gone back to the drawing board. Why even do it? If you know what's gonna come, if you know what's gonna come with it, why even do it? What's the point of even going through with that?
But I also didn't mean to like mock. This wasn't like a fuck you to you people, fuck you to the Christians. Like, it was not that. It was literally me saying, oh, I'm back like Jesus. Like, that was like the whole thing. I'm not the first person to dress up as Jesus. I'm not the first rapper. I'm not the first artist, and I won't.
And I get that. I get that you're not the first artist to do it, but your actions have like really just make it like your actions make it hard to believe anything you're saying right now that oh you didn't mean to offend anybody. Like bro, you see what I just said like a couple of seconds ago about like what's the point of even going through with the satire of mocking Christianity? Like what is like I still ask that question. What is the point of going through with the satire of mocking Christianity or mocking any religion? What like I've said it before that the entertainment industry stops at nothing to uh to turn Christianity into its own satire dogma. They do nothing. They do nothing. It's stop. The entertainment industry stops at nothing. Hollywood stops at nothing to make fun of Christianity because it's so easy. It's so easy. If Lil Nas X ever fixed his self up to try to make fun of the Muslim religion, the Jewish religion, I'll even go as far as saying the Buddhist religion. Um, what else? What else? What else? Those three religions specifically, he wouldn't even have a chance to. He wouldn't even have a chance to make an apology because it would be too many people. It would be too many people in the Muslim religion for sure, trying to, you know what I'm saying, on his head top. Too many people in the Jewish religion would be on his head top, would be at his doorstep. At his doorstep, they would try to. I'm sure people would try to get his Instagram taken down or his Twitter taken down. It goes far when we start talking about other religions, but when it's Christianity, for some reason, it's easy. It's easy. It's acceptable, and nobody like. There's not enough people speaking out or doing anything about somebody making fun of the religion of Christianity. Like even I don't know if I'm going to talk about this, but Jay-Z, who is a producer on this movie that has come out called Book of what is it? Book of Clarence. That is another way in which they are mocking Christianity. I have to do a deep dive on it to figure it out. But before the movie even came out, I seen like a lot of like TikTok videos about like how it's blasphemous, the interpretation that's going on in the Book of Clarence. But that's another video. But this video specifically, um, it makes it hard to believe anything that this young man is saying because of how much BS that he's put out already. And it's like nobody can enjoy your music because you have too many antics attached to you. You know, there's no how can anybody enjoy the talent of Lil Nas X when it's tainted by tasteless antics? Like, how can any person explore your music, which that's what you want people to check out, when your 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 whole entire aura is controversy? It's like it just makes it look like you can't release music without something happening. That's very strange to me.
Won't be the last. And I know, like, given my history with, the Call Me By Your Name video, anything that I do related to religion can be seen as like mockery. That just was not the case with this. And I will say though, with the communion video, with me eating the crackers and juice, I thought that video was gonna be the video to lighten the mood, to take it down, like
Lighten the mood. Lighten the mood. Yo, man, he has a very clouded vision. A video of you eating communion is to lighten the mood. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this man's not serious. This isn't a real apology. It's not a real apology. The reason why it's not a real apology and not seemingly genuine is because you're contradicting yourself. This is like in a way to feel sincere, you're contradicting yourself and everything that you're basically trying to apologize for.
less serious or whatnot. I thought that was something that we all wanted to do as kids or whatnot, but I didn't understand the idea of the reality of what it is. It's me eating the communion, which is like the symbolism of like Jesus's blood and bones or something like that. I don't remember completely, but I did not mean it to as like a cannibal.
He said that that's something that we all wanted to do when we were kids. Who, like, seriously, who is we? That we are not on the same page, sir. I don't think majority of the people on the internet, it's a halfway mark. But I think a good majority of the internet, I don't think they wanted they were when they were little wanted to do that. Like that just sounds like some overt sarcasm mixed in with a little bit of trying to be funny, and that is not helping helping your case right now.
Thing or whatever the freak. But I do apologize for that. I will say I am sorry for that. That was overboard. Though I don't agree with all of Christianity's rules or whatnot. I know not everybody follows Christianity by the book 100%, or the world would be a lot crazier. But I do apologize for that. What was I going to say? This is not like to try to get everybody on my good side or whatnot. This is more so to clear my own head about my own decisions. I know, like, I messed up like really bad this time. And I can act unbothered all I want, but it's definitely like taking a mental toll on me. What else did I want to say? I know this is not going to be like an immediate, like swift, everybody like moves forward or whatnot, but I do want my Christian fans to know that I am not against you. I was put on this earth to, bring people closer together and promote love, and like that's that's who I am. I'm not like some evil demon guy trying to destroy
Oh my God.
everybody's values and stuff like that. That's not me. What else was I going to say? Yeah, and also with the video, there's no disrespect there. I thought me clearly not being on the side of the devil in that video was I don't know, was like there was an understanding there that I'm not like trying to diss Christianity. What was I going to say? What else? This is not like something I wrote down or whatnot. This is something off the top of my head I'm trying to get out. Lastly, again, I hope sooner or later we can move forward, and I'm excited for the rest of this era and things I have planned. And hey baby, yeah, I mean that's all I have to say for right now. I'm sending you guys love, sending my fans love. I'm sending the people who I hurt love. Yeah. Hello everybody.
So
I want
just completely in a daze of everything that was just said. He's not serious. He's mocking. Again, he's not taking it as serious as it's supposed to be taken. To if you're going to like apologize, leave your humor out of it. Just apologize and move on. You know, it takes a big person to apologize for something that they put together creatively and knew that they would offend somebody or a group of people. It takes a lot for a person to apologize. I'll give him that. But however, throughout this whole entire apology, it didn't seem sincere. So I can't even a person can't even really take this man at his word, because throughout it didn't feel like he was serious. So that's how I feel about it. In general, what has this done for Lil Nas X? Actually, the song that he was promoting that came out is not doing good on the charts because of this whole entire controversy. I believe, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it has a lot to do with this controversy surrounding it. And then him saying something about his Christian fans. Bro, you think that the people that you disrespected are listening to you? Come on now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know there's some Christian people out there who listen to secular music and everything like that, but how many of them are still in his corner after all of this? I doubt as many of them. There shouldn't be any of them in his corner, but you know, I'm gonna lean off of it because I don't feel as though he's serious. That's my final verdict on it. But yeah, man, I'm gonna move on from it. So, moving on. Okay, moving on. So, Most Def said that Drake's music is pop to him and says it's compatible with shopping. Let's see let's see the context of what the OG is speaking of. Get this going here.
Drake is pop to me, in the sense like if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Commercial music.
Or it's
Commercial music.
shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course, I mean,
It's
I get
commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's
formulaic music.
It's likable.
Likable music, yeah.
It's likable.
But is it? I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
Woo! So many products.
Like, is Drake hip hop?
Collapses. What happens when the columns start buckling? Are we not in some early stage of that at this present hour? Are we seeing like the collapse of the empire? Buying and selling, where's the message that I can use?
Right.
What's in it for your audience apart from like banging the pom-poms? Collapses. What happens?
I mean, he's offending. He's gonna be offending a lot of people who love Drake, but I feel as though whether you wanna whether you wanna say it or not, time is winding down for Drake. Time is winding down. People can sit up there and say that, oh yeah, he's done this and he's done that, but like, man, bro, these young kids don't care, bro. I got a young homie right now matter of fact, I got a few young homies right now that if you ask them who they love, who is their favorite artist, I'm telling you right now, none of them are gonna say Drake. They're all gonna say Young Boy. They're all gonna say Young Boy. They're all gonna say Rod Wave. Like, bro, it's a new day and age. Drake is from my era. Drake is from that era of J. Cole and Chance the Rapper and all these gatekeepers. They all came up in the same time period. Chief Keef, all these guys came up in the same era. So I'm not shocked to hear another older era hip hop artists say that Drake is not actually hip hop. That's obviously not the first time I've heard someone say that. And him saying that Drake is pop music is not far off. I'm gonna be honest with you. Drake is not. It's not far off from him being called pop music, because if you think about it, in reality, he's rap pop, hip hop. Whether you want to assert that to him being a rapper who is synonymous in popular culture, or him making like rap that's pop friendly, however you want to look at it, that is true. That is because, I mean, if you go look up popular culture, that's what you're gonna find you're gonna find something in the dictionary that has to do with somebody who's just like really, really popular, and he makes a certain type of music that everyone, not just hip hop, can listen to, because he doesn't only make hip hop music. He makes R&B music. He borrows from Jamaican. He borrows from Afrobeat. He borrows from the UK hip hop scene. He borrows from a lot of things, in which that would be popular culture. So when Mos Def calls Drake a pop star, he's not far off. He's right. He's right. But people are gonna take this and run with it and say that, oh, Mos Def is a hater, Yasin Bey is a hater. He don't know what he talking about. He's an old head. He need to shut his old ass up. Yada yada yada. This and that and the third. And it's just like, man, can somebody who has been in hip hop for as long as Mos Def has been in hip hop, can they just have their opinion? Like, everybody don't need to respond to the opinion. Like, just let the man have his opinion, bro. Like, he like the style that Drake has with the singing and the rapping, or the crooning and the rapping, however you want to look at it, that was his style. Mos Def was doing that before Drake was even considering gracing a microphone. So, in a sort of way, his opinion matters. That's what I think about it, man. And hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it's not. What Mos Def says doesn't hit people too hard in the hearts and souls and everything like that. Because it's just an opinion. Everybody has one. So we're just gonna move on from this. Let's see, what do we got here? Okay, so, or should I do this one first? You know what? I'll start with Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans addresses black men wearing a dress. So as you know, Cat Williams controversy and talking about black men wearing dresses in hip hop is still such a thing. I mean, I don't necessarily think I understand it, but in a sort of way, I guess it's now a buzzing topic to talk about the dress in Hollywood, even though there are white comedians who have worn dresses. I mean, whether it's Chris Farley, Bo Hartman, David Spade, who else? There's a bunch of white comedians who have worn dresses in Hollywood, and it wasn't ever just some conspiracy theory made up about them doing it. But I mean, when it comes to us, we just, I don't know, we turned it into some big old fat conspiracy theory that needs to be analyzed, when there's literally a YouTube video online of all the black actors who have worn dresses, all the black actors, all the black comedians who have worn dresses. It's a pretty long list, to be fair. So, I mean, let's just see what he has to say about the subject. We'll just reload it. Let's see here, because this is coming from somebody who is a legendary. His family, just in general, is just legendary in the comedy world. So I think his opinion is very valid.
The black man putting on a dress conversation.
You talking to a black man that put on a dress?
Mm-hmm.
That conversation to me it's silly, because it's a negative thing that is only in black people. We have, for some reason, been programmed to look down on the craziest parts about our experience, that we're supposed to not embrace our past, not embrace our history, not embrace our heroes, not embrace our different levels of comedy, that we have to be this way. When Robin Williams puts on a dress and is Mrs. Doubtfire, he gets nominated for an Oscar, and white people think it's brilliant. His community embraces him. When Dustin Hoffman puts on a dress in Tootsie and he wins an Oscar, he's labeled brilliant. When black people put on dresses, all of a sudden we're labeled by our own people like something negative. And I'm like, we did White Chicks. That's a classic movie. Mm-hmm. It's a classic. I don't care what nobody says. It's a classic.
Everyone says it's a classic.
That whole thing about, you put on a dress and you selling out, that is not an artist's mindset. When you're an artist, you know, you go out and you create art.
What about the black man putting on a dress conversation?
You know, I mean, yeah, man, I do, I agree with him to some point. Um, I feel like I feel like we as the black people pick and choose what we want to be angry about because um we'll go like I'm sure it's a lot of people who love like you know, like he said, Mrs. Doubtfire. It's a bunch of people who love Robin Williams, love that he was, you know, he was wearing a dress in Mrs. Doubtfire. There's not, like, I've never heard an argument from anybody white that says like, oh, it's embarrassing that Robin Williams wore a dress. I've never heard that argument ever. But when it comes to us, we just look. It's like we want to take one part of comedy. We want to take the parts that we love about comedy and put it into this box, right? And then when it comes to like black comedians doing movies, like I said, we want to take the parts of comedy that we love and put it in a box. When it comes to black men wearing dresses, we say, oh, they're selling out, oh, they're this, oh, they're that. You know, on one hand, I'm like, yeah, that's true. It is to embarrass, it is to embarrass and emasculate the black man. But on another hand, I'm like, wait a minute. So you're telling me like a comedian can't like you're telling me like like a comedian wearing a dress is them selling out? Because I could think of many times when I was younger when I didn't like when I was younger and I watched movies with black men with black men wearing dresses, like for instance Medea. Like, bro, Medea is just like, it don't matter what anybody says, Tyler Perry literally stood on stage and was broke and was playing that Medea character. It don't matter what narrative a nigga make up. Medea is just like him channeling his grandma and uh like fixturizing something that he grew up with. Can't nobody tell him nothing about that. We can sit up here and make fun of it. I mean, but at the same time, it's just like that's his truth. That's what turned him into stardom. And a lot of that colloquialism in that character comes from a southern grandma. And somebody outside of the South is not gonna understand that. And also, you know, not gonna understand him wearing a dress to channel that energy that he used to get from his grandma. But I mean, Tyler Perry paid his dues with that. Didn't nobody tell him to wear a dress. He wore a dress on his own. He wore the dress on his own, and he was broke doing that. And look where it put him. So it's like it's depending on how you look at it. You know, don't let. I feel like a lot of people are just following. A lot of people are just following a thought process that ain't they thought process and running with some type of narrative that when you get off the internet, when you get off a cell phone, you come on, like for real, you don't even think like that. You don't even really think like that for real. Comedy is not supposed to have boundaries. Um, I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say I don't think that in some form or some way in Hollywood they try to embarrass some of our comedians. But I mean, at the same time, on another hand, you know, I got a two-way thought process about it. At the same time, on another hand, it's like, well, comedy is comedy, no matter how you slice it. And some of the most embarrassing things can be funny to somebody. So I just feel like it's a two-way argument on that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, and honestly, to a certain degree and a certain level, the argument of a black man wearing a dress will never stop being a topic online. Um, we somebody will always try to make it about us like selling out, but like I said, I ain't never heard nobody ever say nothing about Robin Williams wearing a dress. I ain't never heard nobody ever say anything about or make an argument about Dustin Hoffman wearing a dress or any of the white comedians that, let's be honest, we all love wearing a dress. But when it comes to us, that's always going to be a thing. So that's what I think about it. But we just going to move on from that, man. It is what it is. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. So, all right. Next post. And I think I might have to go back and see some context here. It says ESTG's sister claims that he is lying about giving her 50,000. That nigga ain't give me no 50, 60 G's. And the only reason why he gave me money is because that shit went viral. So let me just see. I'm gonna come back and see what the full story is on this before I play that video. Let me see here. Let me see. Okay, I think this is the other post. So it says ESTG speaks about his sister who claimed to be homeless with 5 kids in 2012 and said that she had no help. Excuse me. Okay, and it reads, ESTG says, thought I heard my mama voice say, help your sister, please. I did the best I could at the time, gave like 50, 60 G's. She went on IG, say she homeless, and I ain't give her nothing. How you think that make me feel deep down in my stomach? Thought I was doing right by moving them down here with their uncle till I seen some weird text from the oldest and my baby mama. Why y'all trying to sabotage me? Interesting. Okay, and he's showing receipts, showing that he gave her money. It's interesting. Interesting. Okay, so now we're about to double back to this page. See what she says.
Continuously just keeps on trolling and talking about, but I find it really very fucking weird that half of you Newburgh on there commenting and talking about me was the same I was talking about him behind his back. And then on top of that, you ain't never gave me no $50,000. Let's keep that fucking real. Secondly, you ain't helped me do nothing with my motherfucking kids at all. Your daddy had my kids. Let's keep that real. And then thirdly, I just don't understand how could sit around all day, you making all this money, you got all this clout, you got all of this going on, but you find some type of relief or satisfaction out of hurting your own sister's feelings, like dragging my name through the mud. Do that shit with your ops, because I ain't never did nothing to you to get the type of treatment that I continuously keep on getting. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Y'all weird. You believe anything that a nigga got to say with some money and some jewelry, and you don't even know what the is really going on. So like I said, all you Newburgh on there saying that shit, you can eat my fucking, cause nigga, he been taking care of you niggas. That's why he can't help out with his shit. That my brother continuously just keeps on trolling, and that's why he's sitting up there hurting about $50,000. They never gave me no $50,000, bro. And then you want to keep on talking about my mama, keep on bringing my mama into it. For what? For what? It's weird. Keep on trolling me for what? Like, I'm tired of it. I done had enough of it. Then you want to bring my child up in it. You want to put my son in the mix for what? I don't understand it. Y'all weird, y'all lost, y'all weird. Everybody keep on saying something about me. I never understood how a nigga could get so much empathy and sympathy, but when it comes to a female at that time when I needed help, I was wrong. Y'all weird. All of y'all can eat my don't ask me shit about this is my last time addressing this shit because it happened back in 2022. They didn't give me no 50, 60 G's. And the only reason why he gave me some money is because that shit went viral. And that was after the...
So he gave you money. You sitting up there saying he didn't give you no money. Sounds like somebody lying. Somebody's lying. You saying he didn't give you no money, but now you saying he did give you money. So, I mean, at the end of it all, to be completely fair, he don't have to give you no type of money. I mean, instead of sitting up here crying online about what her brother didn't help her when she was broke, or you know, he's never helped her out. Why don't you just go do what you need to do instead of being online screaming on the phone? Like it just sounds like you're clout fishing at this point. Just because your brother is some famous rapper and he got all this money and you seem to want a piece of it. You know, if a real woman with kids who has to provide for her kids would go out and do what she needs to do to provide for her children and herself, instead of sitting online worrying about trying to get some type of satisfaction, which is what she was trying to say. I don't know why she wasn't able. I guess that's not really something she's good with, that word, but get some type of satisfaction from making your brother look bad online and making all these blogs gravitate towards something that you posting online and turning it into a story so it could further make him look bad even more, in the context of he's not taking care of his family, he's not taking care of his sister. It's any type of quarrel that has to do with a rapper and his family, whether it be a rapper and his mama, sister, uncle, auntie, it all just comes down to them saying no one time to a family member, or them the family member wanting more money from the famous person because, oh, that's, you this, you that, oh, that money ain't nothing, you could loan me this, you can loan me that, and in turn it turns into something like this where they're spewing this type of hate online that could potentially make their sibling look bad and don't even care, in a sort of way of entitlement to shut them, to turn it into something and get the famous relative to give them that money so it could get them to pipe down. But hey, it's not really any of the public's business. She's sitting up here talking about what everybody has to say about it. I mean, you the one making it public. You're the one making it public. You're the one putting this up on the internet for everybody to see. So of course everybody's gonna have an opinion about it and say what they think is right and whether you're wrong or not in this situation. But that's what I got to say about it. We gonna move on to the next thing. Let's see what we got. Oh, I'm gonna have to actually turn this one off, but I will read this part right here. So it says a fight broke out and a man got pistol whipped while filming a YouTube video where 20 men competed for Krishan Rock's love. During the altercation, a heated conflict erupted as one individual valiantly defended their affection for Christian Rock, resulting in a forceful blow with a pistol. Yeah, so like I said, I'm not gonna really show the video, but I will play it while I have this closed off. So hold on, y'all, just give me a second here, because obviously it's on YouTube. You know, I don't want YouTube to, you know what I'm saying? So still gonna look at it.
Another name, then you know.
Oh, snap. Uh-oh. Hey, put some up, stop.
Nobody want to share. It was different content for bro shit. I think both of the bitches will go viral.
It's different. Mike, you know you're not supposed to be doing this. You asked me, Cuba Christian for me. No, I told you no. The fuck wrong with you? And then you gonna go to action shoot? Like what the fuck they do to get our clients?
Hey! Oh no!
And she does the same thing as Cass, and look, he took the camera.
Smack the shit out of him.
So if they try to book with somebody,
they try to do that all the time, actually.
Yeah, through another name, then you know.
I appreciate that.
I just don't understand the context of any of that, but it's 2024, and you know, I mean, I don't mean to be rude about this, but I don't understand, why are we still entertaining this Christian Rock stuff? I just don't get it. Like, we're in a new year. Blueface is in jail, at least for the moment. So we don't have to worry, you know, blogs and everything like that don't have to worry about talking about him. But we're still in the moment and affection of Christian Rock and all of this hysteria that is tied to her. And this is what we respond to. I can't remember, somebody said that black people love mess and fights. And that's what we respond to. I don't think it's true, but it's just funny how, like, I read something else on Twitter about how there was another person in this situation right here that had a 20 versus Christian Rock video, and they wanted to put their video out first. So the people that are fighting right now are the people who came on to the set of this other person who's doing a 20 versus Christian video that were shooting the video, but apparently the parties involved that shot a video or booked her for another video of the same name, so they wanted to get their video done first or upload their video first, however that goes, and it comes to a headway as we, you know, as of course I couldn't show them fighting or anything like that, but it gets to this point right here where the parties involved that had their own video with Christian Rock come over here and start basically sabotaging this video set and getting into a fight, I believe, with Christian Rock's people, and this is the result. It's a little bit childish. Um, it makes it, you got yourself a VH1 Zeus Jerry Springer level type of drama going on here. I'm not really trying to make myself understand this. I just feel like this is from the way it looks like it's like all set up to be content by everybody involved. It may not be that way, but then again, it's just like y'all still got the cameras rolling. If this was a real serious situation, well, then again, they did show like security footage of them going back and forth, so it could be real. Could be real because they turned off the actual cameras. I believe somebody stole the cameras that they were using because they didn't want these people to shoot their own version of the 20 versus 1 that they, I believe, either shot or had Krishan Rock booked for. It's just a lot going on, and it's hard to really tell what's going on, to be fair, because it's a lot of scrapping going on. So yeah, that's basically what I got from all of that. Gonna be moving on from this. Let's see what else we got. Okay. So Tupac has a new posthumous album in the works featuring Cardi B, as told from Cat Williams. So Cat Williams was on, believe it or not, Suge Knight has like I guess you could call it a podcast. Suge Knight has a podcast, and Cat Williams was a guest on there. And Cat Williams, I believe, confirms that he has unreleased Tupac verses, and he's going to be making a project. And yeah, let's just see what he says.
Wrong with some of those unreleases.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
You got me excited, And
right.
Different people you say you're gonna put on there. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but shit, it's just unbelievable. How many people you gonna have on the project?
8.
Hey.
8. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Only the best for the best.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Her Cardi on the project with you, is that true?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the Hustler of the Year award goes to where we know it should go. Ladies and gentlemen, Cardi B.
Looking like a quarter lick.
And what you got going on with some
If I'm something like Tupac, I just feel like he always said what he felt. I'm not lyrical like Tupac, and he's a legend and he will forever be.
That's what I'm
Yeah. So necessary. So necessary.
I always say she's the female version. She's Tupac to the
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, we love Cardi B. Mm-hmm. And she's gonna mix with him nicely. It's just everybody that's on it is a piece of him in a way. So it'll bring it all together.
If I'm something like,
actually pretty interested to see how that would fare, as far as a comedian putting together a Tupac album, just to see how that goes. Posthumous albums, especially Tupac posthumous albums, they could be so because putting somebody together with Tupac, who, if he was alive, probably wouldn't like actually rock with them. That's the type of it's the type of thing you're thinking in your head when you go into these posthumous albums. I don't really like posthumous albums like that because I feel like the aforementioned artist should just let the artist rest, man. But it's the entertainment industry, and people got to make money. People got to put food on the table. So it's just like they're still putting out Michael Jackson albums. Like that last, I can't remember what album it was, but there was an album that I believe Timberland produced. But I was just kind of like, first of all, why is Timberland producing a Michael Jackson album? Why are they taking his old, I mean, a producer producing a Michael Jackson album is one thing, but having features, him being featured with artists like, for instance, Justin Timberlake. I don't ever want to hear Michael Jackson and Justin Timberlake together, ever, because when Michael Jackson was alive, Michael Jackson didn't make no music with Justin Timberlake. So I don't want to hear that. That's just me. But salute to Cat, man. Cat is doing the damn thing, man. Keep on moving here. Oh yeah, okay. So we got this rapper by the name of Bossman _D-Lo. Gonna check out his freestyle here. Says, you made some heat when you get Meek Mill quoting your lyrics. So let's see what's to it.
Now I'm trying to dodge, seen it. Just walked out the lavish store, pair of shoes, $12.50. You wanna boss up your life? All you gotta do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking ticket. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You wanna be a boss? You gotta pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Billy Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting and I'm lane switching. Bitches big arms, stand on straight business. Dunking on niggas' ass like Blake Griffin. He keep talking, bro, gon' leave his face missing. Baby's off white, these ain't no Hirachis. Bad bitch, 50 flow, eating hibachi. I got 10 missed calls, all my bitches mad at me. Valet Park Designer District, I'm going straight to gallery. Jugs feeding up, phone ringing up, niggas hating up, jury blinging up. I was bad at fucking school.
I don't know why I can't hear this one right here. Let me go back.
Now I'm trying to dodge ways to get him.
I mess with it. I rock with it. Hopefully he can. Bossman D-Lo can capitalize on the freestyles and put out a project and be successful. It's always good to hear a rapper with some potential, nice flow. Goes well over beats. Anything is better than the jailhouse or sacrificing your life in the streets. So salute to this gentleman right here. And hopefully he can capitalize with a project and get eyes on him, get more eyeballs on him. Salute to him. We're gonna keep on going. All right, so I found this video of Nino Brown 305. Nino Brown is a creator who does and I'm gonna probably see if I can find a full video on YouTube. Nino Brown, I came across his video on Instagram talking about Jay-Z, which of course I mentioned. Oh, would you look at that? There's actually a 4-minute video on him. Pretty sure this is probably 4 minutes too. He's talking about Jay-Z releasing that book of what is it called? Book Clarence movie. And this is just basically going into a little bit of detail. If you don't know what's actually going on with, Jay-Z producing a movie mocking the Christian religion, let's just go into detail with this one. So I'm going to play it right now.
Father like that. Why is it Christianity is the only religion that get mocked and ridiculed the most? Y'all don't play with them goddamn Jews like that. Y'all don't play with that Quran like that. Y'all don't play with them Chinese, that Buddhism. Y'all don't play with no other religion besides Christianity. When they come to that Bible, when they come to that Jesus, y'all want to play them crackhead ass games. But I ain't finna sit here and let you play with my father like that. You ain't finna play with my daddy Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z. They got this blasphemous ass movie coming out called The Book of Clowns. Co-executive produced by Satan himself, Jay-Z. The same raggedy ass rapper that told you Jesus can't save you. Life starts when the church ends. True. Mr. Lucifer, son of the morning. The same rapper that said he ain't never read a Bible in his life. But Hollywood want to produce his first goddamn film, the biggest, richest rapper in the world that y'all call Jehovah, put out an Antichrist movie starring Lakeith Stanfield, another evil, demonic Satanist that hasn't played in nothing good since goddamn Get Out. Remember the movie Get Out when we were trying to warn Kanye to get out? That's the last time Lakeith Stanfield.
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, he's saying it, not me. He's spitting. The man's spitting. The man saying what need to be said. He ain't scared to say it. He ain't tied to the industry. He's saying what need to be said. He's him saying what need to be said. I love the fact that there are so many people in this day and age who are opening their eyes to see what this industry is basically trying to trick them with. I love the fact, you may not like the language is basically trying to trick them with. I love the fact, you may not like the language that's being chosen here, but like I said, eyes are being opened. Jesus is the way. And I just feel as though mocking Christ doesn't do anything. Mocking Christ is not gonna get it. It's not gonna get it. But it's a battle of good and evil. It's a battle of good and evil, and evil will always